morning, Mr. Sandeep. Welcome to the Sustainable World Conclave 2024. So, you just attended the event. How was it and what were your key takeaways from it?
So, Kashish, if you look at, I've been part of this event, right from the inception. So it's a moment of proud for me that uh, I could make it today and uh, see, like a journey, there's an evolution of this event as well. So when we started, the topics were much more aligned to uh, looking from a top, and today it's reaching the grassroots level. If you looked at a water, water was important, but not that important that it will have a prime session. So this is how the whole transition of the event has happened. And I would want to thank Anurag that he has got those logos in the partnerships which are making the difference. And I was proud to see one of that logo today.
Lovely. So, Mr. Sandeep, if I ask you, can you please tell us about Tech Mahindra's commitment towards sustainability and its ESG goals?
I started this journey in 2007, 2008. That was the time world was still kind of looking at what sustainability meant. Somebody said it was people, profit, environment. Somebody said it's triple bottom line. Somebody said you will plant trees. Somebody said, you will have the CSR part of it. Uh, I mentioned that it's again a transition. We picked up very clearly that what we wanted to do in this journey. In 2009 itself, I had made a full roadmap for me for next 15 to 20 years, saying that where I would want to see Tech Mahindra into. I was very clear on four aspects. One was on eco-efficiency, saying that whatever business we do, it has to be in operations eco-efficient. Second was employees who are our key base. So how do you look at the associates who are part of Tech Mahindra? They should be proud of working in this company. Third was looking at how do you really make it as a vision for every employee, saying that how they can be involved into sustainability. So programs around how does sustainability make a very important role. Fourth was something at that point of time I had said to the senior leadership, saying that I would want to see Tech Mahindra rated among top 5 companies of the world. And as the world has been kind, we have been among the top 5 rated companies at various forums you would look at. My vision in all that was to look at from a climate perspective, we would be net zero by 2035. I took a commitment that all my locations would be zero waste to landfill certified, all my own locations by 25, 26. I would look at the supply chain in a different manner altogether. That means today we do a capacity building for the supply chain. We also go and audit them. So if they have missed out some certain steps, we see that, okay, how is it that we can help you mitigate that? So from a supply chain perspective, we looked at, how do I audit my suppliers? Uh, from a social aspect, I said, I would have all my locations human rights assessed by a third party. My own locations human rights assessed by a third party. Nobody would do that. I said, let a third party come and look at my policies and put a stamp on it, saying that yes, means whatever policies we are following are one of the best practices, and they look at every aspect into the details, and that is how I have been able to reach almost about 60 to 70% of my target as I speak to you today. Uh, from a governance perspective, the transparency in reporting is very, very important. So if you look at this year's Tech Mahindra's integrated report, you would see that we have followed all 5 frameworks, whether it's TCFD, GRI, SASB, and all the latest frameworks which are not even applicable to us. We have started reporting on those frameworks as well. It's like TNFD. So world is still thinking that how it will evolve. We've already made our report public and onto the TNFD as well. Uh, all these parameters in the end would see that how do I meet my vision of being there in the top 5 companies.
All right. So, what are the companies, as in Tech Mahindra's initiatives towards achieving carbon neutrality?
I'll put it down under 2 or 3 buckets. First bucket is around energy efficiency, saying that how best you would use the technology, how best you would look at something on sensors, when somebody's moving out of the campus, how would you switch off the lights automatically, those kind of technology aspects. Second would be on the awareness part of it. uh, IT people are the most pampered lot. They never switch off their PCs or their laptops. You would see that they will just switch off the monitor and they will go away. So we have formed an awareness team in form of green marshals. I'll speak to in details about it. But so awareness plays a very important role in our employee base. So second aspect is how do I get my employees involved into all these activities. Fourth important or the third important thing is the technology. How I'm looking at AI. How's AI playing a role in my energy optimization? When I'm using RE, how do I increase my RE intake? Today, just 2 days back, I've signed some vendor agreements for procuring the power from an RE. So all those aspects, wherever I don't have my own place to put in RE panels or solar panels, I'm going and procuring that from the renewable sources.
Okay. Okay. So, how are you leveraging technology for sustainability in your organization?
So coming from an IT background, uh, Gen AI is playing a very important role, and today everybody is talking about it. Where it is getting used, one is how is the energy optimization? What could be the optimized use of the resources? What could be the kind of impact those could be resolved because of the Gen AI, and in a positive way? Then looking into some things which are more generic in nature, saying that if there is some predictive analytics being done, how do you get that involved into the whole process? Risks and opportunities. That is another area which is becoming very important from a technology perspective. Techem, I have taken climate as also an opportunity. So last year, formally, we have announced that Tech Mahindra would also be doing ESG offerings. So today we have solutions, today we have a consulting, and today we have also platforms to speak about when we speak about how the opportunities in climate change and ESG we're using to our advantage.
Okay. So, my next question to you would be, how do you, as an organization, achieve social sustainability and workforce well being?
If you look at my resources, if you look at any other company, the resources are the minerals, resources are the regular hardware. But for me, it is the human aspect is the key. So for me, human wellness, or my employee wellness is a prime thing for me. uh, in this whole alignment, what we have done is that uh, every policy, every aspect what impacts my employees, I'm looking at very positively. Best practices, we are looking at it. And Anurag was speaking about sleep, how the sleep really impacts the whole sustainability aspect. We also look at how do you engage the employees. We run a separate organization called Josh within us. It's a voluntary group. Their only motive is that you have a cherish in the whole system. I mean, they will be involved into dance, drama, theater, whatever. And from the greenness perspective, I run a program called Green Marshals. Now, what these Green Marshals do is that, again, a voluntary group, they will have walkathons, they will have to do with the audits of the computers and all those kind of things, and then they will come up with some innovative ideas on how greenness can be achieved. Then, once those ideas really come up, can they be implemented? So we'll do a lot of activities around it.
Okay, lovely. So, my last question to you, Mr. Sandeep, would be what's the future vision for sustainability?
Kashish, something very different, as I was also staying on the stage. And since I'm coming from technology, today's digital would be ESG or sustainability. I'm making this big statement, but you will realize it that every aspect of digital that is happening in terms of technology is impacting some carbon emissions at some point of time. And what you're calling digital today will be tomorrow's ESG and sustainability. This is the vision. And every aspect of technology would make a great impact into the human lives in future.
Well said. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. It
Thank
was
you.
lovely talking to
Thank
you.
you.